The Romanian presidential elections of 2024 have been anything but ordinary. The political landscape has been marked by unprecedented events and dramatic shifts in public opinion, making this election one of the most talked about in recent history. At the heart of the storm stands Calin Georgescu, a far-right candidate whose unexpected surge in popularity has shaken Romanian politics. Georgescu, once a relatively obscure figure, has now become a household name, capturing the attention of both national and international media. Georgescu's platform, a potent blend of nationalism, populism, and pro-Russian sentiment, struck a chord with a significant portion of the electorate. His promises to restore national pride and sovereignty have resonated deeply with voters who feel left behind by the current political establishment. His fiery rhetoric, often laced with accusations of electoral manipulation and foreign interference, further fueled the flames of discontent, culminating in widespread protests following the annulment of the first round of elections. The streets of Bucharest have been filled with angry demonstrators, demanding transparency and justice. The court's decision, expected to be announced in the coming days, will have far-reaching consequences for the future of Romanian democracy. As the nation holds its breath, the outcome of this legal battle could either stabilize the political climate or plunge the country into further turmoil. The world watches closely, aware that the ramifications of this decision will extend beyond Romania's borders. The air in Bucharest is thick with anticipation. The city is alive with a palpable tension, as if the very streets themselves are holding their breath. People from all walks of life have gathered, their faces a mix of hope, frustration, and determination. The Bucharest Court of Appeal has become the epicenter of this growing unrest. Today, it was expected to deliver a crucial decision on Calin Georgescu's appeal, a decision that could shape the future of the nation. However, the court has postponed its ruling, leaving everyone in a state of limbo. For Georgescu's supporters, this delay is not just a procedural hiccup. They see it as a deliberate tactic employed by a corrupt system desperately clinging to power. To them, it's a clear sign that the establishment fears the change Georgescu represents. The supporters are vocal and passionate, their chants echoing through the streets. They believe that every delay is an attempt to silence their voices and deny their chosen leader his rightful place. Their frustration is palpable, and their resolve is unshaken. On the other side of the spectrum, there are those who view Georgescu's potential rise with trepidation. They argue that the court's postponement is a necessary measure to ensure a just and fair resolution. To them, a rushed decision could have disastrous consequences for the stability of the country. These citizens engage in heated debates, weighing the pros and cons of the situation. They believe that the integrity of the judicial process must be preserved, even if it means enduring a prolonged period of uncertainty. Yet, patience is in short supply. As the delay stretches on, the divisions within Romanian society deepen. People grow restless, their impatience manifesting in various ways. The once hopeful anticipation is now tinged with a sense of urgency and desperation. The court's silence is deafening. In the absence of clear communication, conspiracy theories flourish. Distrust in the institutions meant to safeguard democracy grows, eroding the very foundations of the society. The future remains uncertain, and the flames of dissent continue to burn brightly. The streets of Bucharest have become a stage for the outpouring of raw emotion as thousands of Calin Georgescu supporters converge on the city. A sea of Romanian flags transforms the urban landscape into a vibrant tapestry of national pride and unwavering conviction. Chants of "Georgescu Președinte" reverberate through the air, a defiant roar against the perceived injustice. The crowd, a diverse mix of young and old, marches towards the Court of Appeal, the epicenter of their hopes and anxieties. Their presence is a testament to the power of collective action, a resounding declaration that they will not be ignored. Amidst the tumult of the protests, individual voices emerge, each carrying a story, a reason for their presence. These voices, though varied in their backgrounds and experiences, share a common thread of yearning for justice and change. The streets are filled with a cacophony of chants, songs, and speeches. each one adding to the collective cry for a better tomorrow. An elderly woman clutches a faded Romanian flag, her voice trembling as she speaks of her belief that Georgescu represents hope for a better future. Her eyes, filled with both sorrow and determination, reflect the struggles of a generation that has seen much but still dreams of a brighter day. She stands as a testament to the enduring spirit of those who refuse to give up. A young man speaks of his frustration with the status quo, believing the system has failed him and his generation. His words are sharp, filled with the urgency of youth and the desire for immediate change. He represents a new wave of activists who are unwilling to accept the injustices of the past and are ready to fight for their future. A group of students express their fears that the annulment of the election represents a dangerous erosion of democratic principles. They discuss among themselves, their faces marked by concern and determination. These young minds, aware of the historical significance of their actions, are united in their resolve to protect the integrity of their nation's democracy. Their voices, diverse yet united, form the soundtrack of a nation in turmoil, desperately seeking its way forward. Each chant, each sign, and each speech is a testament to the power of collective action. In their unity, they find strength, and in their diversity, they find a rich tapestry of perspectives that enrich their cause. Together, they march forward, driven by a shared vision of justice and equality. In the wake of the election annulment, Calin Georgescu has leveled serious allegations of electoral fraud. He claims that the annulment was orchestrated by powerful interests who fear his anti-corruption stance and commitment to sweeping reforms. Georgescu has called for an independent investigation into the election process, insisting that the will of the people has been subverted. These allegations have further fueled the protests, with many seeing Georgescu's claims as a validation of their own suspicions about the integrity of the political system. As the protests continue to rage, the shadow of uncertainty looms large over Romania. The annulment of the election has plunged the nation into a state of political and social turmoil, with no clear resolution in sight. The government, under intense pressure, has promised to address the concerns raised by the protesters, but many remain skeptical. The fear of further unrest and instability hangs heavy in the air, as the nation grapples with the implications of the current crisis. The questions of leadership, legitimacy, and the path forward are now at the forefront of the national conversation. Romania stands at a crossroads, facing a pivotal moment that will define its future. The battle for justice, integrity, and democratic principles is far from over, and the choices made in the coming days and months will have lasting repercussions. The people of Romania have shown remarkable resilience and determination, refusing to be silenced in their quest for a better future. As the nation grapples with its present crisis, the hope remains that a path forward can be found, one that honors the will of the people and upholds the principles of democracy.